I had not been aware that nowadays they tend to be a real financial burden on a lot of families, and you know, just at a time when they can't afford them.
Yeah, well, the more elaborate they are, the more beautiful they look, but the bigger the strain they are. So when you see a child wearing a blue blazer or a red one or a green one or a brown one, and you know those skirts that are made of tartan and blazers that are branded, all of that, that's all extraordinarily expensive, of course, and you can only get it from official suppliers. Whereas if you have a uniform that with black trousers and a black jacket or an ordinary sweatshirt and a sew-on badge, the price comes tumbling down for a start. And then, as I was listening in, and Anne was talking, you were saying, well, should school uniforms be scrapped altogether? The problem with scrapping school uniforms is that then it's a free-for-all and kids get bullied because they haven't got the right fashionable clothes to wear. In fact, in none of our schools do we ever do non-uniform days because we work in disadvantaged communities and we know that a non-uniform day is a nightmare for children and bullying will take place because of it, or the child just feels left out because they not got the latest top or the latest trainers or whatever. So a simple uniform that you can buy from a high street store really helps. And then in all our schools, we have a store where we supply free uniforms. We work with the whole family, not just the child, and would supply a free uniform to anyone who needs one.
When did these fancy uniforms come in? Because I was just thinking back to it. I had a blazer and a tie and a jumper, but the rest of it was literally the badges. You bought the badges.
Oh no, we
we
had a gym kit and an outdoor shoes and indoor shoes and all of it. I mean, uniforms can go on and on. But as you said, keeping it simple has to keep it as cheap as possible. But nevertheless, as a parent, you've still got to buy the regulation navy blue V-neck sweater when your child has got 3 or 4 other sweaters. I mean, it's still an added expense, isn't it?
It can be, and you're right, the uniform can go on forever, can't it? But if it's not a navy blue sweatshirt and it's a black one or a grey one, and you know that it's available from an ordinary high street store or you can get it off the market, etc., all of those things help. But then what we would do, what we do in all of our schools is, first of all, we, as I said, we care for the whole family. So we do lots of debt advice, lots of relationship support, housing support. We got legal teams that work with our families. So if you're supporting mum and dad and all of their needs, thinking about their employment needs. Now, none of this comes out of the school budget, of course. A school can't afford to do all these. But the way I founded Oasis and the way that we set it up was we have youth workers and community workers and family workers all funded differently, which again, as you say, Anne, relieves this crisis. And when a family are in trouble, they can then come and talk and sit down. One of the other things we do, you know, in some schools, if a child turns up not wearing the right shoes, they get a detention or they get sent home. What we do is we run stores, so we give them some shoes, we give them a top so that they fit in and they don't feel odd again.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.